It started as a simple dinner at our favorite little bistro, the kind of place we had celebrated birthdays, anniversaries, and countless quiet victories. The night was warm, lights dim, soft music floating over the tables. I thought I was making a harmless joke, something playful, something to lighten the mood. "You know," I said, swirling my wine glass, "if I ever met someone as charming as you, I might just leave you for him." I laughed, a tinkling, casual sound, expecting my husband, David, to chuckle along. But instead of the usual warmth in his eyes, I saw something else, something I had never seen before, a hard, distant edge. He didn't respond immediately. He just stared, lips pressed tight, jaw clenched, and for a moment I thought he might be joking too. "David?" I asked, a flicker of unease in my voice. Finally he spoke. Not the teasing, soft voice I knew, but cold and controlled. "That's funny. I'll take that as my cue to leave." I froze. "What? Wait, are you serious?" He stood, straightening his jacket as if he had been rehearsing this moment for years. The movement was deliberate, measured, final. "Yes," he said. "That's it. I'm done." Panic hit me, hot and sharp. "David, come on. It was a joke. You know I know exactly what you said," he interrupted, his eyes locked on mine, unwavering. "And it's the last thing I needed to hear. Good night." He walked out, leaving the clink of his chair and the fading warmth of his presence behind. I sat there, stunned, heart pounding, a cocktail of disbelief and fear flooding me. Around me, other diners murmured, unaware of the life-altering moment unfolding just at my table. I called him, texted him, ran after him, but nothing. Silence. The restaurant staff tried to intervene, asked if I was okay, but I barely registered them. My world had narrowed to the echo of those cold words and the sudden emptiness beside me. Over the next hours, the reality settled in. The joke I had thought playful, the little teasing remark, had shattered something I didn't even realize was fragile. David's departure wasn't just leaving a restaurant, it was leaving me, leaving us, leaving the life we had built together in a heartbeat. Days passed. Calls went unanswered, texts ignored. I tried to rationalize, to convince myself it was temporary, that he'd return after cooling off. But deep down I knew. The man who had laughed with me, argued with me, loved me, was gone, possibly forever, because of a single careless joke. I replayed the moment endlessly, every word, every inflection, every nuance in his eyes. The realization was brutal. Sometimes, the smallest gestures, the seemingly trivial jokes, carry more weight than we ever anticipate. One careless sentence, one fleeting laugh, and a lifetime can change forever. I never saw him again. Not in the restaurant, not at home, not at the places we once shared. The joke had become the last thread, the trigger, the irreversible moment that ended us. And as I sit now recalling that night, I understand one cruel truth. Some jokes aren't funny at all, and some departures leave marks that never fade.